This is Jeffrey Davis, and we are in the Radio Entrepreneurs Studios, 119 Braintree Street in Boston, also streaming on the web on all your smartphones. Today, my co-host is Peter Myerson of Cohn, Rasnick, Myerson, and Plout. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Jeff. Nice to be here.
Thank you very much.
As always.
Peter, our staffing reporters in the studio, Marc Z. I know he's going to bring up a topic that both that you've experienced and both I have experienced from different perspectives. Welcome, Marc.
Jeff, good to see you. Peter, as always, a pleasure too. One of the byproducts of the growth of the economy is the last vestige of hiring, which is actually the human resources position itself. And during the recession, when people and powers that be look at where they should cut, especially in bigger companies, it's always in the human resources field.
Why did they do that?
And because human resources, the way they look at it, really is not a money generator. It's it's the reverse. It's actually a money consumption generator. And so they say, let's eliminate HR, we'll disperse the duties, or let's hold off on hiring HR, or let's limit the HR functions, and then we will keep our costs down. And so it works in the short term because you eliminate a position, you eliminate a salary, particularly if the salary is at a higher level, and it takes the needs right then in terms of the financial obligations down. However, by doing that, especially whether it's a smaller company or a bigger company, you make certain sacrifices. The first sacrifice is you're going to lose a, quote, neutral middle person, point person, when it comes time for employee relations. So the executives of the company are working through a lot of different issues, are focused on their jobs, and you have, whether it's administrative staff, whether it's middle manager, whether executives, you've got employee relations issues that come up, say, whether it's harassment, whether it's dealing with issues in every day in the workplace, employment related problems such as two people that can't get along in doing their job, and how to sit down and deal with that. And
Conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution, very good. And it's reached a standpoint that the employer has to step in because it's hurting not only workplace efficiency, but it's hurting all the cogs in the wheel. It's got a domino effect. You really need not only with the conflict resolution, but as you say, benefits administration, working with the outside people, knowing the regulations. What's interesting, one of the when you research the value of human resources, one of the important aspects of human resources is really keeping on top of the regulations, because it changes on pardon the pun, on a regular basis.
On a daily basis,
correct.
Practically. I mean,
Absolutely.
So
it's unbelievable.
Lawyers I know are tracking it daily.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had a young woman come into my office the other day and ask what she should specialize in. I said regulatory. HR, learn all the HR regulations. You got a job for life.
Right. I mean, literally knowing what's a protected class, what's covered under the regulations, work regulations, hours. One of the clients called the other day. I mean, we have a paralegal professional on site. Are they eligible for overtime? Just when? What type of responsibilities do they have? What HR really does is, after the advice is, when you talk to specialists in the field, whether it's attorneys like in your firm or HR professionals, they recommend after a company has reached 15 employees that you really should have an HR person on site. Now, that HR person, you have to look at what level of person. The bigger the company, the more sophisticated the issues, the more the company's volume of business, the higher level person you should have, or a more knowledgeable person you have.